Hello dears, hello dears. Well, this is Matt here. You know that already, especially if you've seen me in other YouTube videos. There are like 11 and I've had, I don't know, 600 hits or something. So this is the thing is, everyone keeps asking me for my recipe for chocolate craps. This came about because I don't like any chocolate biscuits because they're not mushy enough. So I decided to make my own. So the first thing we're going to do with chocolate craps is I never want to write it out again. I'm going to make it. So first things first. Here's my butter. It's 100 and... Oh, look, you get the 250 gram block of butter and you chop it in half when you first get it so that you know how much this is, because pretty well every recipe in the known world takes as much butter. And I'm chopping it because I'm about to melt it in the microwave. And like all impatient men, I don't want to stick around and, you know, stir butter in a bowl. I just want it to be done. So now that this is kind of choppy, I'm going to pop it in the bowl. If you don't know what butter looks like in a bowl, this will fascinate you. There we go. That's in there for 50 seconds. In the meantime, let's put our time to good use since we don't have anything else and grease the tin. Do you all know this trick? You just grab a big wad of butter and just no. That's what old butter is really useful for. Don't throw it away. It doesn't do anything anywhere else. You can use it to grease your tin. These chocolate craps are designed to be squishy, and they're designed to be bitten into and experience great pleasure because they're mushy in the mouth. Okay? And that will be my butter. You ready? Oh, fail. This didn't really melt it a lot. So we are going to have to whoosh just a little. If it's taking a while, which it might yet, we're going to put it in the microwave again. The bowl itself is really hot. I think I managed to cook the bowl successfully. I'm not good. You know how you know your appliances after a while? I don't really know my appliances. Oh, one thing I did forget is a large sieve. Because if you do not sieve your ingredients, you're going to end up with cookies with lumps. We don't want cookies with lumps. That would be rather disgusting. 2, 1, ping. This microwave gets more and more impatient the longer you leave it, which is never long. Appropriate that I should have such a dramatic thing. Oh, yeah, take a look at that, right? Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Golden, silky butter bejuzhing its way around the pan. So now we've got our butter and it's quite melted, and this is 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar. It's been mudged ahead of time, so that's a whole cup. Is that really a whole cup? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, I'm sure it is because I measured it. In he goes, and we mudge them together as well. Doesn't that look succulent? It sounds quite wonderful. If I'd only shut up, you could find out for yourself that it does. Oh, nice. Okay, this is where our sieve comes in because we're going to put in... This is half a cup of cocoa. The more rich the cocoa you can get, then, oh, the better. Oh, and that's actually dark brown sugar. I can't be... stuff, come on here. It's dark brown sugar, which gives it a good flavour. It's nice and rich. If you like it as rich as I do, that is. So that's gone through the sieve very spectacularly well. Oh, yes. Beat it up too vigorously and you will get dust fly about the thing and invade your lungs. You don't want that at all. See? Isn't that succulent? And fairly lump-free. Those lumps with the sugar there will easily... They're the least of our worries, rather. So here's our mixture. Here is our egg. Probably know one of those when you see it. So, no, this isn't a vegan recipe. In fact, this is pretty well the antithesis of what a vegan recipe should be. Because, oh, big piece of shell. Because this has... I don't think a single ingredient that vegans could actually eat. Well, sugar they can eat and cocoa they can eat, I'm sure, unless cocoa comes from some kind of animal. Imagine if chocolate came from animals. Oh, what would a boy do? Just not eat chocolate again. Vanilla. This is vanilla extract, which is made with sugar. You can use vanilla essence, which is made from alcohol, but I won't. Now, here's the deciding factor, and this is what can make or break your cookies, is how much flour one adds. This is 1.5 cups to begin with. I guess I should do the right thing and sift it in, shouldn't I? That's a rhetorical question. I should know better than to ask people on TV, Matt, rhetorical questions. Dad does answer the telly, though. he'll say as though the telly can hear him, you know, oh no, oh no, don't do that, mate. It never answers. Yet he persists. I don't know how Nigella does. I'm pretty sure she's a pig, actually. She just kind of has stuff flying everywhere. But we'll wait and see. So now, as we mix this up, it isn't kind of... Oh, probably need a bigger bowl in there. Who cares? Nigella doesn't care. I'm sure of it. She just kind of sits on her throne and goes, oh yes. Isn't this food fabulous? So, it's nicely taking up that flour. The more... you see, probably because the butter is so melty, this isn't quite... We'll know it's ready because it'll kind of lump together into one consistent ball. So we do need to put a bit more flour in here, and I'm going to do it kind of a handful at a time. But if I were to put that in the oven, it would rise like a cake. And that won't be very good at all. Let's do... That's nice. You ever keep your flour in the freezer? It stops it from getting weevils as it gets old. Nothing worse than waking up to pancakes on a Sunday and they're weevils. That's if you don't buy those stupid shake and bake things. Do not see the point. We said, have you had a good time today, Emily, over the phone? And Emily nodded her head at the phone. That was nice. So here's our lump. You see, it just makes a nice lump of dough like that. It kind of holds its shape nicely. Now, the reason they're called chocolate crepes and not chocolate cookies, for example, is because of what we do next. I'm going to take off a nice 3 or 4 finger pinch, and you... Here, bring that back here so you actually know the score. Do you know what? Maybe if I pick up this bowl from underneath, it'll help. Here we go. Oh, golly. Oh, this kitchen, it's just comedy. So, once they're on the sheet like this, they kind of, you press them with your fingers. Give them a good pressing, and they kind of looks like something there, hence the name. So, we'll just keep on doing this. And, you know, this is the time to pop away and get your little tea or your coffee or a little martini or gin, if you're a lady, while I do all of these. Thanks to the magic of time-lapse photography, we're going to see a magically finished piece of thing. So that was awkward. Here's the thing. I've distributed my thing around, and I've got 8 of them here, but as you can see, I've got some fairly good ones, and then this one Godzilla cookie here. So what we're going to do with Godzilla is we're just going to pinch him up until he looks kind of even, and I'm hoping I can kind of besalvage enough. This is a dumb question, but has anyone read Johnson's dictionary? All of the words begin with B to do things like besmear and besmatter and all this kind of thing. So we're going to besacrifice all these other cookies. Oh my god. Who says B in front of everything? Johnson and me, and that's it. It's just... This good thing about these chocolate cookies is they're not precise. They're not cut into the shape of unicorns and fairies. So, look, that'll do. There, oh look! Oh, it's pretty as a picture, but I will actually take a little more of that. So we've squashed them down onto the tray. Try and get all of the remnants, otherwise you'll have nasty bits, making a burnt mess for you to clean up later on. Being a man, I don't really cope with cleaning up. Wow! Ah! That's nice, what a pleasant tune. So, our craps are coming out of the oven now. I don't actually know how long they've been in there because I forgot to start the timer when I stopped the video. So, they could have been in there somewhere around, I don't know, anywhere between 13 and 15 minutes. Here we go. Luckily this is a marble bench so I can do this right on the bench now. These are a little soft on top. See? But that's about how soft they are in the middle too, so that's nice. Ah, how luscious and moist it is on the inside. I don't know why people don't like that word. They're way too hot to eat at the moment, but do you know what? These will be fine. So, they're more like little cakes, I suppose you could say. Have a good fresh glass of milk, when it's just warm enough that you can hold it in your hands comfortably. And that's that. So there's my chocolate craps. I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you make them for yourself. I do hope this was a productive video. Oh well, then.